Good morning. Welcome to our first meeting. We're all excited. Mr. Kraus, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So, welcome to the Town of Rocky Mountain House's inaugural meeting for our new council. I'll call the meeting to order, and the first order of business is the swearing in of the mayor. So, and after the mayor is sworn in, he'll take the chair. So, Mayor, if I can ask you to come before the flags for your swearing in. Thank you.
Can I have you both take a half step to your left? That's very nice, thank you. Well, thanks.
Can I get you to put your right hand on the Bible, please, and raise your left? Now, I would like you to read your official oath as mayor.
I, Shane Boniface, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute according to law the office of mayor for the town of Rocky Mountain House. So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, sign there for me, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you want these passed?
I think they just go underneath and then.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Have Denise up next.
Sorry, kind of got you
Are you
pushed over.
sending
Actually, we should change this because it's large.
Congratulations.
Oh, sure.
We'll do that nothing extra for the woman.
Yes. That looks better.
Can you read that? Yeah. Counselor? Put your right hand. There you go. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. And please make your official oath.
I, Denise Boniface, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability,
You're okay.
execute according to the law the office of counselor for the town of Rocky Mountain House, so help me God.
Can't run away yet.
No.
You got a sign?
Sign that you are swearing to that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody told me I was gonna be emotional this morning.
Sorry.
Counselor Kalin, am I saying that correctly?
We'll do the grip and grin first, and then
Great, I think that's nice.
we'll, thank you very much. Oh, and one more.
One more? We need one more?
Oh, no, it was just.
You got it? Are you swearing or affirming, sir?
Oh, you can do swearing if you'd like.
It's
Yes,
up to you.
yes,
Swearing?
swearing, please.
All right. Right hand, please. Raise your left. And please make your oath.
I, Trevor Kalin, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute, according to the law, the office of counselor for the town of Rocky Mountain House. So help me God.
Thank you. And I'll get you, please stand right there. That's a great signature.
That's what we said yesterday.
Thank you. Counselor Oscar. Sorry, my apologies. Congratulations. So nice to see you.
Oh, right, yes.
This is it. This is all you get.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you swearing or?
I'm swearing.
Right hand there, left hand up, and please make your oath.
I, Ken Moosker, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute according to law the office of counselor for the town of Rocky Mountain House, so help me God. Oh, that's good. You did great with camera yet, already?
Thank you. Please swear or affirm.
I swear, please.
I'm ready for it.
I, Dale Schipple, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute according to the law, the office of counselor for the town of Rocky Mountain, so help me God. Thank you.
You can't get around me at it. Thank you. Counselor Sinclair? Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Okay.
We'll get right close and personal right away.
Thank you.
I'll get you to raise your right hand, please. Thank you.
I, Justin Sinclair, solemnly affirm that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to the law the office of counselor for the town of Rocky Mountain House.
Thank you. Oh, I need a signature as well. Well, I don't, I think somebody does. Thank you. Counselor, nice to meet you. Can
What-
you,
what the
do you- I
distance
can
is.
hold it up here. I'm happy to. Congratulations, nice to meet you.
One more thing.
Raise your right hand, please.
He's one.
Other.
Oh, yes, the other right. You're good. Which is which?
I, Kevin Stalker, solemnly affirm that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute, according to law, the office of counselor for the town of Rocky Mountain House.
Thank you.
And Counselor Stockton, can we get one photo with a handshake, please?
Another photo of.
Just you, I think.
Oh.
I think it's just you.
Oh,
No, I was just joking.
We did allow that.
No, Laura.
Thank you.
We must have done a bad one.
Great. Retake.
Yeah. I'll swap the chairs. Yes.
Thank you.
Very well
Thank you for
done.
having
Thank
me.
you. What's today, the 30th?
Okay, well, thank you very much. That was pretty exciting to watch all of you get sworn in. Thank you. Glad you're all here. Mr. Kraus, is this the time that the public can leave, or?
Yeah, if you want to call a recess for 5 minutes to allow them to leave, if they can stay if they wish, but.
Sure. You're all welcome to stay if you wish, but I will call a 5-minute recess so that if some of you have work to go to, that you can. And thank you very much. We'll Thank you very much, and we're back. So we'll continue on. The adoption of the agenda. Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I move to adopt the agenda for the October 30th, 2025 inaugural meeting.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. It's different, but thank you. I want to know if I can make an addition to the agenda. Something that's not on there is what was once upon a time the recruitment and retention committee for health services. That isn't listed on here as a committee, and I'd like to put it on there just for discussion, if you'd allow me to make that change.
7 point something, 6.6, 6.6.
Thank you, Councillor Shipple. Mr. Kraus, is that okay? Okay, thank you. So see no further, is there anything else? So anything no further, I'll call to a vote to accept the agenda, please. Is that how it works?
As amended.
As amended, thank you. That's the word I needed. All in favor? It is carried, thank you. Our next item is appointment of the deputy mayor. This is normally done by alphabetical order. I would like to make a small amendment, please, and take Councillor Boniface and switch her to Councillor Shippolt's spot and move Councillor Shippolt up to Councillor Boniface's spot. Councillor Shippolt has been here for the last term and will be able to bring us up to speed, and there's no sense of throwing Councillor Boniface into the deep end right off the bat. So if that is all right with everybody? Okay. Would someone make the motion then, please, to adopt the deputy mayor schedule as amended? The chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make the motion that we accept the deputy mayor schedule with the amendment of myself moving to the initial spot right now and moving Councillor Boniface down into what was my spot.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, can I have someone call the motion to accept it? Is that what I'm doing? Wrong. Call a vote. All in favor? Thank you very much. That's carried. The next item up is our seating arrangements. I believe this morning that everyone got comfortable into a spot that suits them. Is everybody okay with where they're at? Would anybody like to change? Anybody want my chair? Okay, well, thank you very much. I will call for a vote that we accept the seating arrangement as it is right now. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Item 6 is appointment of council to committees. And for this, I'm going to ask Mr. Kraus to give us some insight onto what these committees are so that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So just for council's information, so we'll go through each committee one by one and a resolution for each committee who's appointed to it. The procedure is if more councillors than open spaces are available, want to be on that committee, council can ask for a secret vote for council to select the council members. So the first one is the Anti-Racism Task Force. This committee was established probably 6-7 years ago. It has not met in the last term, just for council to be aware, and it was established with the Ochese and Sunchild First Nation to address items of racism. in our community. But like I say, this committee has not met in at least 5 years. So just some background there for council. And it's 2 council members that are appointed to this.
Question related to the,
Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker. Turn the mic on. Just push the button in the middle. There you go.
I was wondering if that is the relationship for us to build that, is it why it isn't meeting? I was just wondering if there's any history on that.
Well, so what was the catalyst, I guess, for the committee to be formed? There was an incident, an ambulance on the Ochese Road that did not stop for a person in distress. And it was being perceived, at least, that it was due to race. So Ochese reached out to the town at the time, along with Sunchild, to address problems in the community on racism. Primarily, to be honest with you, it was what the service they received at the hospital at the time. So this was established for the town, Ochese and Sunchild, and actually Bighorn, to figure out and work together of how such items can be addressed. There was one initial meeting, and it was to be rotated through the members of the task force. But the second meeting just never evolved from the hosting community. And so it's been quiet or silent since. So, like I say, a few years. Just to let council know, today, if there's a committee that council wants more discussion on, you can postpone it to like a GPC meeting if council really wants to discuss it more. So that's an option for council too. This first committee is a tough one because, like I say, it hasn't met in at least 6 years.
Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd let my name stand on this committee. And hopefully we can enhance the relationship between our First Nations and ourselves. And this might be a good starting stone.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
I'll let my name stand as well.
Is there anyone else that would like to? Okay, call a vote.
Yep, so Mary, now we need a motion that council appoints Councillor Shipple and Councillor Boniface to the Anti-Racism Task Force. And then if someone wants to make that. Oh, and plus an alternate member. I
We
guess,
need
sorry.
one alternate member, please. Chair recognizes Councillor Caton.
I can be the alternate member.
Thank you. So we'll call for a vote.
Just ask for the motion.
Oh, sorry,
Need
would
a
someone make a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'll make that motion. Be it resolved that council appoint to the Anti-Racism Task Force Councillor Boniface, Councillor Chappelle, and as the alternate member, Councillor Kalin.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is passed. Thank you. Mr. Kraus,
Sure.
please.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Community Events Committee. So this is a working committee that organizes and puts on community events. If you're familiar with it, the Alberta Days, for example, and I believe they have a Christmas light up one coming here also. What's unique about this committee is the councillors that are on it are actually working the events and helping organize the events. Administration provides administrative support for the meetings of the committee and some technical support for the event, like bringing out barricades and stuff, but staff, we don't have the staff that actually work the event, so it's the counselors and the public members that actually work the event and put the event on. This was formed 2 years ago, I believe. Not even, so.
Chair recognizes Councillor Stockler.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'd like to let my name stand for that committee.
Chair recognizes Councillor Sinclair.
And I will let my name stand for this committee as well.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll stand for alternate.
Thank you. Would someone please make a motion? Chair recognizes Councillor Muscat.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'll make that motion. Be it resolved, the council appoint to the Community Events Committee Councillor Stalker, Councillor Sinclair, and as the alternate member, Councillor Boniface.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call that for a vote. All in favor? That is unanimous, carried. Thank you. Our next one is Mr. Kraus, please.
Yep, thank you, Mayor. Almost called you your worship, and I know you don't want that. That's okay. So the next one is the Municipal Emergency Advisory Committee, and this is a mandated committee by the province for municipal emergency management. The committee meets minimum once a year, is the legislative requirement, and they review the municipal emergency plan for any changes and so forth. So that is basically it. It's
Okay. Well, I serve on it, so it's according to the rules, so I need two other councillors that would be interested in serving on this emergency board, please. Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'll let my name stand for this.
Thank you. And anyone else, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Thank you. I'll let my name stand as well.
Thank you very much. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, would someone make a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I will so make the motion that we appoint you as mayor to this committee, along with Councillor Boniface and Councillor Musker.
Thank you. I would like to call that to a vote, please. All in favor? That is carried. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Groves.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Policing Committee. So just to ensure everyone's aware, so the town is required to have our own municipal police force under the Policing Act because we're an urban municipality larger than 5,000 people. The town does that by contracting the RCMP for the town. So we have what is called a Municipal Police Service Agreement. So council has established a policing committee to oversee that agreement and the RCMP on behalf of council. So this committee sets the priorities for our policing, provides updates and so forth for the RCMP. So it's a very important committee for sure. And we have 2 councillors on the committee plus 3 public members. So.
Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Oh, it was.
Okay. I would like myself to serve on this committee from past experience. I would like that. Is there any, but of course it's open to all of us, so. Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'd like to let my name stand for the committee.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that is interested? Would someone make a motion then, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I will so make the motion that we appoint yourself, Mayor Boniface, as well as Councillor Stalker to the Policing Committee.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'd like to call that to a vote, please. All in favor? That is carried. Thank you. Mr. Gross.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the FCSS, or the Family and Community Support Services Committee. Just a little background for new councillors. So FCSS is a social program that's funded 80% by the provincial government, and we are in partnership with Clearwater County on FCSS, and Clearwater County and the town pay the remaining 20% of the budget of that. And they provide a variety of services throughout the community on the social side, along with partnerships with other social organizations. So we just signed a new agreement with Clearwater County, which changed the board structure a bit. So previously it's just one councillor, but going forward there's now 2 councillors on that committee.
Thank you. Okay, then it's open for anybody that would like to serve on this committee. Chair recognizes Councillor Caitlin.
I'd like to put my name forward for this committee, please.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Well, then I would like to serve on this committee myself, please. Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Also move that we appoint you, Mayor Boniface, as well as Councillor Kalin to the FCSS board.
Thank you. Chair recognizes
Oh, we need an
Councillor
alternate.
Stalker. Oh,
That's,
Okay, and
yeah.
and I'll just amend my motion to add Councillor Stalker as the alternative to that.
I wasn't. I was going to point out we needed an alternate.
would you like to be the alternate?
I would.
Oh, thank
I
you.
will.
Okay.
Okay, I
Thank
will
you.
revise my motion then,
Thank
along
you.
with you, Mayor Boniface and Councillor Kalin. I will add as the alternative Councillor Moosker to that.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call that to a vote, please. All in favor? That is carried. Thank you. Mr. Gross.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Intermunicipal Collaboration Committee. What this committee is under our Intermunicipal Collaboration Framework, or IUCF, with Clearwater County. We have several agreements with the county. So the function of this committee is, one, if we need to negotiate a new agreement, it's done through this committee. If there's any concerns with existing agreements, then this committee meets to resolve those issues. And then plus this committee reviews the budget for our joint services that we both contribute to, and that's fire, rec, FCSS, and airport. Sorry, I had to go through it. And they meet on an as-needed basis.
Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
I would like my name to stand as one of the members.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Sinclair.
I'll put my name in for this one.
Chair recognizes Councillor Caitlin.
I would like to be in this committee.
Okay. Well, it looks like we needed, there's 3 council members, or is it 2?
3.
It's 3, so, Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I just want to discuss, understanding that this committee is with the county, if there shouldn't be somebody that's got some history here versus all 3 new people on that board. This is integral to the community in terms of making sure all of our agreements are in place and that we supply the services that we need to our citizens. So I appreciate the fact that we got 3 people that are all new, that are prepared to go on here.
Right.
I just question whether in fact there should be maybe, for the first kick at the cat, somebody with some age. I just throw that out there for discussion.
Chair, thank you, Councillor.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I fully agree. I think that this one's a critical component of where we're off to, and without having that history, I think, so I don't know if either the incumbents are interested in sitting on this.
Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I would like to recommend that you be on this committee, since it is an intermunicipal collaboration committee. You are the mayor, and I would really appreciate you considering that.
Okay. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Then I will take my name down.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Mayor Boniface, I'd like to apologize because I said the two incumbents.
That's
You
just fine.
certainly have that experience to sit on here, and I didn't want to lessen that.
No, that's just fine. Okay, with that information, I will also let my name stand. Would anybody, we have two new councillors that are still standing, and are you both wishing to stand, or would one of you step down so for this time and let one of the incumbents?
I'll step down.
Thank you, Councillor Sinclair. Councillor Musker or Councillor Shippold, would you be willing to?
I'd be willing to let my name stand on this.
Thank you, Councillor. So then that is Councillor Shippold, Councillor Caitlin, and myself for this committee. Would someone make a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I move that be it resolved that council appoint to the intermunicipal development, which one am I on?
Collaboration.
The Rocky Clearwater Intermunicipal Collaboration Committee, Mayor Boniface, Councillor Kalin, and Councillor Chabelle.
Thank you very much. Any discussion? Seeing none, I will call that for a vote. All in favor, please. That is carried. Thank you. The nice thing about these committees is next year in October, we do this again, and you'll all have a whole year under your belt, and away we go. Mr. Kraus, please.
Yep, no, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Intermunicipal Development Plan Committee. So this committee works with, it's also with Clearwater County, and it's on the Intermunicipal Development Plan on an as-needed basis. So basically when something comes up in our IDP that might need revision, this committee can meet and discuss it initially before we would take to a bylaw change. This committee, I think, has only met like once in the last 4 years, I believe. But what's important to note for council is both councils have put in the 2025 budget, and it has not initiated yet, but redoing the IDP in its entirety. So that would be a carryover project into 2026. So this committee would probably be a lot more active in that going into next year. So.
Okay. Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I had a question for Mr. Kraus. Is there, or possibly the incumbents that have been here, is there any link between the Rocky Clearwater Intermunicipal Collaboration Committee and the Intermunicipal Development Plan that would be beneficial to have the same people?
Yeah, no, definitely, because
Okay,
it's
that's
all
what
through the
I wanted.
negotiations.
Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I totally agree with that. I think there are some synergies between those two groups, and it would make sense to have the same people on that just to keep those synergies in place.
Thank you. Well, I would certainly let my name stand on this committee as well. Councillor Shippold, would you?
Yes, I would.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor Caitlin?
Yes, I would.
Thank you. Is everyone else fine with that? Could I have a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Be it resolved that council appoint to the Intermunicipal Development Plan Committee, yourself, Mayor Boniface, Councillor Shippold, and Councillor Kalin.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? Thank you, and that is carried. Mr. Kraus.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Rocky Public Library Board. So this is one counselor that sits on that board.
Okay, thank you. The chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
I would strongly like to be on this one.
Okay, thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
I would strongly like to be on this one.
Thank you.
I'm the existing counselor on this board. I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay, thank you.
How do I put this nicely? I've been asked if I would join that board. I'm quite active in the library myself, and I'm there every week for the last 4 years, and have worked quite closely with a bunch of them.
Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Then I pull my name.
Thank you, Councillor Musker. We need an alternate.
No, there's no alternate.
There's no alternate, I didn't think so. No. Okay then. Would someone make the motion then, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Be it resolved that council appoint to the Rocky Public Library Board, Councillor Boniface.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Chair recognizes Councillor Stocker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I wondered in the case of these appointments, when there is no alternate, the process.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a question for
Yeah,
Mr.
so-
Kraus.
Mr. Gross.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, so maybe to explain it, so you're involved, some of these boards and committees are a little bit different. So for example, the Senior Housing Council and the Library Board, those are actually separate entities on their own. So even though the town creates the library through bylaw and financially supports it under the Library Act, the library is an entity of its own. So in those type of situations, those boards don't have alternates from the town. And the main reason is because in their business there, an alternate wouldn't be up to speed on the type of business that they're doing. So they function on their own, if that makes sense.
It does. Any further questions or discussions? So could I please have a motion? Chair recognizes Councillor Kevin Stocker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Be it resolved that council appoint to the Rocky Library Board Councillor Denise Boniface.
Oh, we had a
Was-
motion. I apologize.
Oh, sorry.
I apologize. I made that mistake. I apologize. Then I will call a vote. All those in favor? And that is passed. Thank you. The next, Mr. Gross.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Parkland Regional Library System. So the Rocky Library is part of the Parkland Library System. And Parkland requisitions us, but being part of that allows a lot more library services available to our residents. And I think it's one member plus an alternate.
Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. It's recommended that the same individual that serves on the Rocky Public Library Board is also the member of the Parkland.
Would you be willing to serve as the alternate?
Yes.
Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
I would let my name stand for Parkland Regional.
Thank you. So that's both positions filled. Does anybody else have any further comments? Can I have a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Caitlin.
I make a motion that Denise Boniface become the Parkland Regional Library System Board School Resource. Oh, am I reading that right?
Yes. Parkland Regional Library Board System.
Parkland Regional Library Board System Committee with Ken Musker as the alternate.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? Thank you, and that is carried. Mr. Kraus.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the School Resource Officer Steering Committee. So this committee is, falls under the Wild Rose School Division, and it's for working and with the school resource officers, the RCMP that are in the schools. They have not met regularly in the past. Council's recent initiative is to get this committee back up and going. So we've been working with Wild Rose School Division to do that. And there was one meeting a few months ago, and just the consensus around the table with Wild Rose and Clearwater County is we also need to get a new agreement in place, because of the one we have right now for these SROs is quite dated. So we were supposed to have that meeting sometime in September, but I think Wild Rose School Division had other matters on their mind. So this committee, whoever is on this committee will be meeting probably, hopefully shortly, either late this year or early next year, to work out a new agreement for the school resource officers. So.
Okay, thank you. Would anybody be interested in serving on this committee? Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I did have a question again, whether this is the policing committee, if there's a value to have similar.
I think there would be some benefit to that, but it is two separate matters. And like I say, this committee is spearheaded by Wild Rose School Division. I think really what council in the past have required is like we are paying for those school resource officers, but just a little bit more reporting of what's going on, what are they achieving, is really what the goal is here.
Thank you. Well, would anybody like to serve on this committee? We're looking for one council member and one alternate. Then I will let my name stand to be on this committee, please. Maybe would someone like to be an alternate? The chair recognizes Councillor.
I stand to be the alternate.
Thank you. Would someone like to make a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Let it be resolved the council appoint to the School Resource Officer Steering Committee yourself, Mayor Boniface, as well as Councillor Kalin as the alternate.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? Thank you. That is carried. Mr. Kraus.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Alberta Japan Twin Municipalities Association and the Rocky Kamakawa Friendship Society. So there's basically two organizations there. So as council's aware, we have a twin town in Japan, Kamakawa. So members on this work with the other municipalities in Alberta who also have a twin municipality in Japan, and they have a conference each year. Then plus they do attend the society meetings, which we do fund also for the exchange of students and so forth. So.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Because I forgot to turn my light off.
Okay, would anybody, Chair recognizes Councillor Sinclair.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I will put my name forward for this one.
Thank you very much. Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I would like to suggest that you as mayor be the representative. This is more a diplomatic role, if you would consider that.
Okay. Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Councillor Musker, I think in the past, like we were a hosting committee or a hosting town a couple of years back. Now we're not, so we just have to have contact with the committee. So I think that in this case, we are okay. although there are meetings at the consulate in Calgary, we get invited likely once to twice a year, depends if the consulate general changes or not. I hear you, I could go either way. I guess, I don't know. I just don't know if it has to be the mayor or not. The mayor's taken on quite a bit of responsibility here today already. I'm just fearful that we're gonna overload the mayor.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
We've been involved with the Kamikawi. We had a daughter that went to Japan, and I agree with Councillor Chappelle that it's gone past that it's not quite as diplomatic as it used to be.
Thank you, Councillor Shipple. I'll be honest and say I'm fine with Councillor Sinclair doing this position. And if things were to change, or there was a meeting at a consulate that required me to come along, I'm sure that I could join in with your approval, of course. So I'd like to let it stand at Councillor Sinclair. So could I have a motion for that, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Be resolved that council appoint to the Alberta-Japan Twin Municipalities Association and the Rocky Kamikawa Friendship Society, Councillor Sinclair.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? Thank you, and that is carried. Mr. Kraus, please.
Thank you, Mayor. So the remaining of these committees are external committees, which administration is not too involved in. So I might lean on our incumbents to add more if necessary. So the next one is the Rocky Community Learning Council, which is in town. They've previously asked a council member to sit on their board. And I think we are looking for just one council member and an alternate.
Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I can sort of speak to it. Councillor Hutchinson was the rep on this board, and I was the alternative on that. And I went to a couple of meetings just to stay abreast with what was going on. I think that it's critical that we keep abreast of that in terms of what's happening here. So if somebody wants to be on that board, that'd be great.
Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'll let my name stand.
Thank you. We also need one alternate, please. Chair recognizes Councillor Sinclair.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I will put my name in as the alternate.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion on this matter? Would someone please make a motion? Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Be it resolved that council appoint to the Rocky Community Learning Council Councillor Musker as well as Councillor Sinclair.
Thank you. Do we need to say that Councillor Sinclair is the alternate?
Sorry.
Can you just amend your...
I could amend my motion to read, be it resolved that council appoints the Rocky Community Learning Councillor Musker, and as an alternate, Councillor Sinclair.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Campus Alberta Central Post-Secondary Committee. I believe Councillor Shipple previously was on this one, right? And you could probably explain it better than I.
Probably not, but I'll try.
Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. So here again, this is a changing platform in terms of what's happening with RDP basically pulling out of our tri-campus here. And so initially it was about keeping everybody in tune with what was going on with the tri-campus, and programs are being offered. I could sit on this again. I'd be okay with that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Looks like we only need the one counselor, so would anybody else be interested in this? Seeing none, may I have a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councilor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Be it resolved that council appoint to the Campus Alberta Central Post-Secondary Committee, Councillor Chappelle.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is Central Alberta Economic Partnership, or we call CAPE. The town is a member of CAPE, and we pay our annual fees to them and participate in their various economic development initiatives. So it'd be appointing, I think, one council member to CAPE.
Chair recognizes Councilor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I wondered if one of the incumbents were on that, and if this is another one that should be, kind of have that history to move forward. I'm just asking a question.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councilor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. To Councillor Stalker's point, our previous mayor sat on this board, and the previous mayor prior to that sat on this board. So I think that was the position. So I would think in this case, I know you're busy and we've given you lots, but this could be one that you would want to maybe as mayor be on.
Sure. Okay, well then I will let my name stand to be on this, please. Any further discussion? May I have a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councilor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Let it be resolved the council appoint to the Central Alberta Economic Partnership Mayor Boniface.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is Community Futures Board. So the Community Futures is a organization that is federally funded, and they provide funding and loans for entrepreneurs to get a business off the ground. I think council, we've been trying to have them have a greater presence in Rocky, so this is an important board also.
Good. Thank you. Any discussion? Councillor Kalin, would you be interested in a position on this board? You have, I know you work with, hire young men to train them to become carpenters and that. Would this be something you would be interested in? Chair recognizes Councillor Kalin.
I will let my name stand on this board.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Could I have a motion, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Okay, I'm going to give a try at this. Let it be resolved that for the Community Futures Board, we nominate Trevor, or we appoint Trevor, or Councillor Caitlin, to the board.
Is that okay? Okay. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you, Councillor Caitlin. Mr. Kraus, please.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the North Saskatchewan Watershed Alliance. So the town is a member of the alliance, basically for the North Saskatchewan River and its watershed. Involvement in this is basically one meeting a year, which is their AGM, unless the council member becomes part of their board, which I think they meet more often, then plus probably a couple of events per year.
Okay, thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
If no one else is interested in it, I have a special connection with water.
Any further discussion? Thank you. Oh, Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you. I'll make the motion and let it resolve that council appoints to the North Saskatchewan Water Alliance Councillor Boniface.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that for vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is Rocky Mountain House Museum Operations Board, which was with our local historical society would operate the museum. Council Shipper may be able to correct me on this, but I think they only meet once a year, which is typically around this time to go through budgets and stuff, but.
Chair
believe-
recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Yes, I did sit on this along with Councillor when you were Councillor
Yeah, when I was
Boniface.
Councillor,
You
Councillor
were on there. Yes, meets once a year. I chaired the last meeting that we had. I have heard nothing more than that. So yeah, I'm thinking it's pretty minimal amount of meetings per year, so.
I can speak to a little bit on this. We would like to have our councillor attend more meetings. It's just been an oversight that they haven't been invited. And so going forward, I realize that the museum is going to extend the schedule for the year for all meetings, and we will ask whatever councillors on that to attend if it's convenient for them. Okay? And so would anybody like to serve on this board? Chair recognizes Councillor Sinclair.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I will put my name forward on this.
Very good. Thank you. And it's 2 council members, so 1 alternate, so. Would anybody serve as an alternate? Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
If it's fitting, I will put my name up for an alternate.
Okay, that's fine. Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
I'm not sure that I would bring a lot to this, and beyond that, I was wondering about the balance of the workload for those that are, maybe yourself certainly are going to have a workload, but I certainly, there was a couple others that were coming up that I was interested in.
Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Yeah, I'd be happy to take the second counselor position.
Thank you very much. I believe that has fulfilled our obligation. May I have a motion? Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Let it resolve the council appoint to the Rocky Mountain House Museum Operation Board, Councillor Sinclair, Councillor Musker, and an alternate would be Councillor Boniface.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is passed. Thank you very much. Mr. Kraus.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Rocky Senior Housing Council. So this is the Senior Housing Council, which is established by order of council through the provincial government, and it is to oversee the operation of the housing authority, which is Westview Lodge and some other buildings and so forth.
Right.
And I believe it is just one councillor and is for a 2-year term.
Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
I would let my name stand for this position.
Thank you.
I've worked for Westview Lodge for 10 years, and Good Sam's for 6 months, and volunteered lots, and I am a senior.
Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Also make the motion, let it resolve the council appoint to the Rocky Senior Housing Council, Councillor Boniface.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call that to a vote. All in favor? Thank you very much. Mr. Kraus.
So, thank you, Mayor. So the next one is West Central Stakeholders, which is meetings between mayors and reeves throughout the region. They meet a few times a year, I think, 3, 4? Monthly, oh.
Okay. Well, as it's a mayor committee, I will let my name stand. If there's no further discussion, may I have a motion, please? Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface, let it be
Did I get
resolved, the
that
council,
I'm sorry, did I get that committee confused with
yeah, there's a Central Alberta Mayor's Committee.
committee? Yeah.
And this is different, so there are two different committees, so.
Yeah, I apologize, Mayor. So
No,
this,
that's just
this
fine,
is,
Mr. Kraus.
So the Central Alberta Mayors is typically the mayors of the region, and they meet at different locations. So this one is different, so.
Yeah, I apologize.
But again, I think it's critical that it is the mayor, so let me make that motion, okay?
Yes, please.
Let it be resolved, the council appoint two West Central stakeholders, Mayor Boniface.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
the next item, Mayor, again, I was gonna call you worship, but I'll get on to that. Is the, I believe it's called the Wellness Society now, that Councillor Shippold added to the agenda, so
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Yes, I added this to the agenda. Previously, there was, it was called the Recruitment and Retention Committee that I sat on, and so it went from being a committee, and it's forming, or in the midst of becoming a society. And the society was formed because there was some items that couldn't happen, such as insurance on residences and items like that. So it was determined that becoming a society was the best go-forward point. This committee was funded equally by the county and the town to recruit any healthcare professionals, doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, whatever it might be, to Rocky Mountain House. So it's not on the list, and I think it's not on the list because it's a society, which makes it freestanding. And so I guess my question becomes, what happens? Do we appoint somebody? Do we not appoint somebody? Are we in a state of flux? Do we wait for something from the society? I'm just not sure where this is all at. And it's done some good work. So I just put that question out to you, Mr. Kraus.
Chair recognizes Mr. Kraus.
thank you, Mayor. So right now with the society and the bylaw we've seen from the society is there's no, their board is created by votes of members of the society. So under that bylaw, there is no direct appointment from council to their board. But I know they're working on that. I believe they're looking at revising their bylaw. So for the interim, maybe until that's established, maybe council appoints a member to be a member of the society for the wellness. Then we still have representation there, and then when they select the board, it can be that member. Does that make sense?
Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. It does. So Councillor Hutchinson was sitting on the board rewriting the bylaw, rewriting the, what's the word?
Bylaw, yeah.
Bylaws of that society. So, I mean, hopefully she's still involved in doing some of that, as well as some of the other members. So we're just in that state of flux. So I think that may be the alternative for the time being, is that we would appoint somebody and just to, be involved in that.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I had a question for Councillor Shippold. I know that you've been involved in the recruitment aspect. Is this something that you sense that would fall best on your shoulders to?
Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Acting Mayor. To Councillor Stalker, yes, I'd be prepared to sit on this. I think healthcare to any community is critical. Without it, we are behind the eight ball. So I think we've made monumental changes in the previous council. For example, we had issues with our emergency room closures where there was closed often. Our emergency room has not been closed since April. So there's been steps that we've taken at our healthcare facility. Yes, it's not perfect, we realize that, but this group, along with our friends in AHS have managed to secure 2 new doctors in the last week that have moved here. We got 3 new nurse practitioners, and we got some international nurses moving into our community. The next problem is housing over top of that, but I mean, at least we have those health professionals moving here, and hopefully we'll reduce wait times and allow more people to go through the clinic. So, but yes, I would be prepared to remain staying on that committee and reporting back.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Thank you, Mayor. I would volunteer my time anytime that you needed assistance with anything.
Chair recognizes Councillor Schiffel.
That would have been great last week. Thank you,
You
Mayor
have my
Bonif-
number.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I appreciate that, and yes, there's a lot of hands-on stuff that we need to get done, so I appreciate that. And we'll take that to the table with me when I go to the next meeting.
Thank you.
If I get.
Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thanks. Thank you, Mayor Boniface. As well, I think that this is a critical component, and to call on myself, and I won't speak for other councillors, but certainly you don't have to shoulder this yourself. If there's work to do, that's physical work, I'll certainly be available.
Thank you. Would someone like to make the motion then, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Since I don't have any prompts for this, I'm going to ad lib. Be resolved that council appoint Councillor Chappelle to the Physician Recruitment Committee. Is that adequate, Ms. Breeze?
I believe it's the Community Wellness.
Oh,
Society.
to the Community Wellness Society.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call to a vote. All in favor? And that is passed. Thank you very much. Mr. Kraus, please.
Okay, so we're on 7.1 now?
Yes, not
Okay.
7.1, please.
So this item is for council to attend some conferences. So the first one is the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, the FCM conference. So for 2026, it is held in Edmonton, and it's been council's practice, if it's in Alberta, that all of council may attend if they so wish. Typically, if it's out of province, it's mayor and 2 councillors. I know we do have the slots for all the way up to 2029. And the council's not obligated to fill all those slots because we could bring it back annually. But what the administration would like is at least confirmation for the 2026 conference, because when registration and hotels open up, they book up fast. So if for council's consideration for FCM, maybe your mayor, if you just deal with one conference at a time. So if council wants to discuss FCM,
Sure.
then we can go there. So.
Chair recognizes Councillor Schiffel.
Thanks, Mayor Boniface. Just for the new people who are elected, so Federation of Canadian Municipalities, so this is elected officials from across Canada. Go to these, and the location changes, so we see next year's in Halifax, this year's in Edmonton. I've been to one in all my years on council. Found it very interesting, and that was the one 2 years ago in Calgary. You get to meet other elected officials, and it's interesting everybody has the same problems, it seems like. We were talking about issues that were happening in Rocky Mountain House, and I was talking with people from Nova Scotia, and it was like, geez, the script doesn't change from province to province or municipality to municipality. It was interesting to see how they dealt with different issues. So I would recommend that if people are available, that this is something where you can do some great networking and bring back valued info to the town.
Pardon me. Thank you, Councillor Schiffel. Any further discussion? I found it interesting, so when I went. Do you require to know who wants to go today?
If council is undecided, just that, I mean, it's open to all of council, just because it's there, that council, there's advise administration as soon as possible if they are attending the FCM conference, so we can make arrangements, so.
Okay. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Thank you, Mayor. Is this kind of a budget thing? Like, are we all budgeted that we can go, especially with it being Edmonton instead of Halifax?
We will put it in the 2026 budget based on council's decision.
Okay,
So it's not budgeted for yet because council
Okay.
hasn't approved, but
okay, thank you.
it will affect the budget, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I so much want to call you your worship. Yeah. Anyhow, if you're putting names on the list, I most certainly let my name be on that list from the get-go. I think being close to home and the value you bring back from it makes sense.
Yes, thank you.
And not only that, we got last convention, I got to listen. I sat about 30 feet away from Justin Trudeau speaking. And with the Prime Minister there, it was like the room was over full. It was crazy full. But anyway, we got to listen to him speak, and yeah.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Yes, I'd like to as well attend the 26 in Edmonton. I think, again, I, in the past, was to one as well, and just as not as a counselor, but certainly the connections and the people that are there, I think, can certainly help us in being so close to home.
Okay. Chair recognizes Councillor Sinclair.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I too would like to go to this.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor. Not everybody may be certain that they can go. I wonder if we can get a motion that anybody who wants to go can and can inform administration. Tracy's
Sure.
nodding. I'd
Is
like
there
to
a-
make that motion.
Sure. Is there a date that you would need that by, so that we're gonna put it in the motion? Like, what would be our last cutoff date?
Acting Mayor, Mayor Boniface, sorry. We will let you know, because again, this is a little bit out. FCM is a little bit different of the conference, so this is one that, once councillors commit, we need them to commit, because the refund on these ones is very, very low. But once we have dates, we'll definitely let you know, and we'll give you a timeline.
Sure, thank you. Councillor Musker. Could I have a motion then? Should we make a motion just to provide this? Thank you,
I'll-
Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'll make that motion that any councillor that wants to go to the FCM 2026 conference in Edmonton, Alberta can, and that they notify administration as soon as possible of their intentions.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call that for a vote. All in favor? That's approved. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the future RMA, so that's the Rural Municipalities of Alberta. So that's the association the counties and MDs belong to, but council has attended they have two conventions per year. Council has typically attended one. The advantage of it is you really start to understand how rural municipalities think, because they are a little different from us in their priorities. So the first one coming up would be in March of 2026. So we will leave it for council to decide if you want to decide today of attendance on that, or by a certain date, I guess, if no one can commit at this time.
Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Thank you, Mr. Kraus. You're right on the money. You really learn how different the counties are from the towns going to their convention and listening to their concerns. And we're lucky because we have not the concerns that some of the areas in eastern Alberta have with water and things like that. And you really, at their bear pit sessions, you hear the concerns of the residents of the rural areas in our province. So I sometimes consider us lucky after you walk out of those conventions going, it ain't so bad here. So I think that, again, this is a good learning process, and to the first-time counselors especially, I would like to go, but I think it's equally as important for those who, for the first time around here, just to find out how different the needs in the rural are versus urban centers in the province. I would recommend that we go to this. I would put my name on that list. The other thing, it's great because the county councilors are there, and so it's great for continuity and for just camaraderie with our council friends there from the county as well.
Is there something then that we should also do, just like we did the last one, where you'll just tell the admin who's attending? Is that okay, Mr. Kraus?
Yep.
So could I have a motion for that, please? Thank you, Councillor Shippold.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling I'm making an awful lot of motions here, so.
We're kind of learning.
Fair, that's fair. Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I'll make the motion that those who are able to attend the RMA Spring Convention, March 16th to 18th in Edmonton, to let administration know as soon as possible that they can attend.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will ask for a vote on that. All in favor? And that is passed. Thank you. Mr. Gross.
Thank you, Mayor. So the next one is the Alberta Munis Conference, which is in a couple of weeks. So all of council is registered, so administration will be just looking for the resolution that council will attend this conference.
Okay. I think it is important for us all to attend this first conference together. It would be good. Chair recognizes Councillor Boniface.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to make the resolution that we are going to go to the RMA Spring, no, with
AB Munis.
AB Munis Convention next week, that we allow all of us to go. Okay.
Tracy's.
Oh, November 12th to 2025 to November 14th. Okay.
Is that okay? Thank you. Councillor Shippold.
I just have a comment to the motion prior to, is that the Town of Rocky Mountain House has submitted a resolution to Alberta Munis that we'll be doing, where the presenter and the City of Edmonton is our seconder for that. So we'll have to have somebody who speaks to that motion, and in this case, Tracy looks after the wording and all the rest of that, so somebody just has to get up before the mic just to present the motion.
Sure.
And it has to do with education tax on our tax bills. And the resolution is basically saying that we want the province to look after collecting their own money, because when they increase the education tax on our residential tax bills, it makes it look like we as a municipality are increasing the amount. People look at how much your tax bill was this year versus last year, when there's a line item on there that we have no control over, which is the Alberta government tells us, here's what your requisition is for education tax. So the move is just, as a bit of background on that. Mr. Kraus.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor, if I may. So we will actually be going through all of the resolutions with council prior to the convention. There's a stack of them. We're bringing that to the November 10th GPC meeting, so for council to review, and we can definitely have the speaker notes ready for our resolution that we have to present. Just to let council know, yesterday we got confirmation from the Minister of Municipal Affairs that they will meet with council at the conference. The Minister of Transportation, unfortunately, has declined our request to meet, but the Regional Director for Alberta Transportation has offered to meet. So we will have a few meetings there also. So.
Okay, thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Are we meeting at the convention center, or are we meeting at the legislature? On those two, do we have any
No,
idea?
it's at the convention.
Okay.
Because we're in Calgary.
Oh, okay, good. So just so you know, the Calgary Convention Center and the Edmonton Convention Center, Edmonton is far better than Calgary. Calgary's spread out and Edmonton's under one roof, just for information.
Thank you. Is everyone willing to attend this conference? Okay. Then could I have a motion that we would all attend, please? Did you have that one already? Okay, you did. Thank you, then. Then I will, in no further discussion, I will call that for a vote. All in favor? Thank you, and that is carried. Mr. Kraus, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So the next item for council is to approve the 2026 council meeting schedule, which is in your package. So as per the procedural bylaw, administration has laid it out, you know, the second and third Tuesday for regular council meetings, and then the second Tuesday for GPC meetings. You will see there is one anomaly there, and that is in March, where the meeting is moved to the 19th, and that is to accommodate the RMA conference. So council, or majority of council votes that, then it doesn't interfere with that council meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Bonifest. I'd, the Tuesdays and Thursdays, the time being, I think, has been in the past 9 o'clock start.
Yeah, as established.
I'm wondering if there would be consideration given to starting at 1. I certainly works far better for myself. I don't know if I'm the odd person out on this conversation. So just to clarify, I was.
Yeah, so,
okay,
just a
thank you.
procedural, so it is established in your procedural bylaw for the time, which is actually the next item on the agenda. So that would be the time to bring up that question.
Okay, thank you. Then we have our schedule. Is there any further questions about it? Then may I have a motion to accept the council meeting schedule as presented, please? Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker, or Councillor Musker, pardon me.
Well, thank you, Mayor Boniface. I move the council accepts the 2026 Town of Rocky Mountain House Town Council meeting schedule.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
Thank you, Mayor. So then, next agenda item is the review of council's procedural bylaw. So this bylaw is reviewed every year at the org meeting. We went through it fairly extensively on Tuesday, so I'll just ask council if they're satisfied with it or would like discussion on it.
Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thanks, Mayor Boniface. I guess this is the point where I was supposed to bring up whether this fits for all around the table. Certainly the Tuesdays and Thursdays, or the Tuesdays, the 2nd and 4th, is it? Gotta go back. 1st and 3rd, thank you. On Tuesday, it would be far more advantageous for me to have an afternoon one, but if I'm the odd person out, I guess I'll change that other schedule. I don't know if the afternoon is a problem for others. And I'm not sure, because it's in a bylaw, how we would go about changing that, Mr. Kraus, to reflect if that, well, we can have the discussion first and then at least see.
Mr. Kraus, could you explain, please?
So if council wants to amend the procedural bylaw, you have to do it by bylaw. So if you were looking to amend it today, you'd put forward a motion that administration bring back an amended procedural bylaw with the following amendments. Typically, we bring amendments to a GPC first for council's discussion, but it can go to a regular council meeting.
Now, in the past, the meetings were in the afternoons, and then they were changed to the mornings, about a year or so ago. Is there some background information on that? Chair recognizes Councillor Schiffel.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. So in my time on council, for the longest time, meetings were at 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And then got shifted today, and then there was a variety of different times. So typically what happens with the procedural bylaw is that we change that to accommodate the people around the table. So if someone's got a working schedule, then that's where it's at. Now, we have to also have in consideration what the impact that it has on administration at the same time. So I think in this case, if Councillor Stalker is looking to change that, if that worked best for him, the dialogue has to be around the table. Does that work for everybody? And then secondly, what would even work better than that, you know? So, I mean, the discussion's got to be what works for us. We make this as our bylaw. I mean, if, whatever, like, I've always felt for people at 9 o'clock in the meeting when we meet, if we have delegations coming out of the city or whatever, it's either they get up friggin' early in the morning to get here for 9 o'clock, or they're spending the night in town before. So I would be okay with moving those meetings. Not because I have any issues with them, other than I get to hug my pillow longer in the morning.
Is there any further discussions or thought on this matter from others? How it will affect you at the time? No? Mr. Kraus, what has been working best for admin? A morning meeting or an afternoon?
We adjust to council.
I understand that.
Right, we
but-
serve council, so, so
try to make
either
life a
9 or
little
1, you know, it makes no difference to administration. I mean, if you move to evening meetings, for example, that's a little different, because now we're talking staffing and so forth, but between 9 and 1 doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Well, Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Okay, I just want to get clarity in process again. So I'd be of the thought then, if 1 o'clock works better, I don't know how everybody else feels. I think that, I mean, if it doesn't work for anybody around this table, I mean, speak up. I mean, we're here as a group, and we have to make work what the group wants.
Yeah.
So if you've got any hesitations or any concepts that you feel you want to voice, please voice that. But having heard Councillor Stalker, at this point, I think that we need to figure out how we move forward if we're going to change our meetings to 1 o'clock on the first and third Tuesday of the month at this point. So to you, Mr. Kraus, what's our best way of moving forward on that?
So Mayor, I mean, it's a bylaw, so we have to amend it by bylaw, so it's just an amendment bylaw, and it'd be just a one-page bylaw, you know, where section 5.1 is amended from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I don't think you would need to take this bylaw to GPC for further discussion, because it's pretty basic, so we could have it prepared for the second meeting in November. Next week's probably too quick, but then council would just have to pass the 3 readings for the amending bylaw to change the time. Now, in saying that, as we discussed, council can change, we need to do that formally, but if council wanted to change the November meetings, you could do it by resolution, because there is that one section in 4.5 where council may waive all or part of provisions of this bylaw for a defined period of time by resolution. But it has to be all of council that votes in favor of it. So you can pass a resolution, 2 resolutions today if you wanted to. One is to amend the bylaw, which we will need to do. And the second would be pass a resolution that the November 4th meeting starts at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. Kraus. That answer your question, Mr. Schubel? Okay, Chair recognizes Councillor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I had a question, Mr. Kraus said, if the wording could be flexible in 5.2, where that, coming back to 4.5, where it can be done by resolution, is there a possibility the wording of the bylaw so that we don't have to visit this again for future councils, but down the road if something starts to be a pinch point? from procedural, within the bylaw, that it might, instead of saying at 1 o'clock, that it could say will be a time determined by resolution.
No, I think you want to establish it
Okay,
just for,
I just-
you
thank
know,
you.
so the public knows, right? It's always at 9, and so for 1 or whatever.
Thank you.
Chair recognizes Councilor Shipple.
Thank you, yeah. It's by law, meaning
Yes.
law, this is the way it's got to be, unfortunately. So to that, I'll make the first motion then to this, and we'll see if I guess the other thing is, do we want to have time to think about it? I mean, everybody's new, or not everybody, but a lot of newness around the table. Do we want to think about it till next meeting? We live with it for next meeting and bring it forward at next meeting and see if anybody's got any concerns, observations, ideas?
Chair recognizes Councilor Kay.
As a working member of council, it's nice that these meetings are done in the morning, because that gives me the afternoon and the early evening to commit to my full-time job. And Shane, Mayor Shane Boniface, you also work in construction. Most of the things,
Our morning.
yeah. So, I'm not opposed to moving meetings to 1 o'clock, Councillor Stalker. However, I would like to have that held over for next meeting conversation.
Chair recognizes Councilor Stalker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. With that said, I wondered if that would be the case, and I certainly can live with the morning. So I'll move mine around, and then that'll save administration the effort. If others as well can there, we'll just go with where we were. I just asked a question initially, and I think we've got a reasonable answer that it's probably not worth moving it for my concern, especially.
Chair recognizes Councilor Cahill.
Thank you, Councillor Stalker.
Okay. Well, then it sounds like we're going to leave things the way they are, so may I have a motion, please?
Since I started this,
Chair recognizes Councilor Stalker.
be it resolved that we continue to meet at 1 on the first and third Tuesday of each month. Or, sorry, at 9.
9.
At 9, let's go for the 9, on the first and third Tuesday of each month.
Perfect, thank you. And
Uh,
Mr. Kraus.
Just procedural, so if there's no change to the bylaw, the resolution, all you need is that council accepts the procedural bylaw review for information,
Thank you.
and then it all stays status quo.
Councilor Stalker, would you like to amend your
I will amend my
motion?
motion, thank you, to read, sorry, the wording would be,
Be it resolved that council accept the procedural bylaw review for information.
be it resolved that the council accept the procedural bylaw review for information.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call it to a vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Kraus.
So now it's on the agenda is council to move into closed session to review the topic.
Thank you. We will now be moving into closed session. We are dealing with matters of confidential evaluations for board members. Thank you. 1 second. Chair recognizes Councilor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Can we take a break before we move into closed session?
Yes.
Thank you.
Would a 10-minute break be sufficient? We will break for a 10-minute break first.
Thank you very much. Could I have a motion made, please, for us to go into closed session? Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. As I hesitate, I make a motion, we go in closed session.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I will call that a vote on that, please. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Thank you. We're back, and we have two motions to present. Chair recognizes Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I move that council appoint to the policing committee Maureen Jenke and David Dean Ald.
Thank you. Are there anything more to say? I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is passed. Thank you. Chair recognizes Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. As we're appointing members at large to committees, I'd like to appoint Kelly Adam to the Clearwater Regional FCSS Board.
Thank you. I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. So, I guess, yeah, just adjourn the meeting. I will adjourn the meeting. Thank you very much. This was great for our first meeting.